The Poker Night at the Inventory series was probably my favorite series of games that has ever been created. The premise of the games were very simple. You, the player, attend a very secret club known as the Inventory to play poker with 4 randomly selected characters from different franchises. It's a game that I've referenced multiple times on my channel before. The games were heavily praised for a multitude of reasons, but one thing that caught a lot of people's attention was the crossover aspect. The idea of having all of these familiar faces from different franchises playing poker with each other is what caught a lot of people's attention, which is understandable considering the idea of a crossover is a very unique concept. The first game had a very solid lineup of characters. There was Max from the Sam and Max Freelance Police series, Strong Bad from the Homestar Runner web series, The Heavy from Team Fortress 2, which needs no introduction, and Tycho from a webcomic called Penny Arcade, while the second game had its own crossover of characters. Brock Sampson from The Venture Bros, Claptrap from Borderlands of all things, Ash Williams from the Evil Dead series, and Sam from the Sam and Max Freelance Police series. Wait a minute, the game was also heavily praised because of its collaboration with Team Fortress 2. Both games had exclusive Team Fortress 2 items which could be acquired simply just by knocking the characters out of the round. Although both Poker Night games have since been delisted off of Steam following the closure of Telltale Games in 2019, the first game received an unexpected shiny new remake for new players to experience. This has sparked a lot of speculation of people wondering if a third Poker Night game is really possible. Whilst it is unlikely to ever happen, a third Poker Night game is really fun to think about because literally anybody could be added to this game. There are a plethora of people sharing their ideas on what a hypothetical third Poker Night game could look like, me included, some of which being really good, others not so much. But why do I bring this up? Well, yesterday, I asked you to give me your character lineups for Poker Night 3, and literally nobody responded. Well, I guess I should have seen this coming. I mean, after all, I do have a really small fan base, but it's okay because I have a solution. Let me introduce you to YourAISlopBores.me. This website pretty much has the same gimmick as ChatGPT, where you type in a prompt and you get what you receive. But instead of having some generative AI which uses up gallons of our water and harms our environment, these are real human responses. There is no generative AI involved in this whatsoever, which I really appreciate. So I asked everybody the same question. Who would you add to a hypothetical third Poker Night at the Inventory game? It must be 4 characters from 4 different franchises plus an optional dealer character. So let's see which characters the people of YourAISlopBores.me would want to join them at the poker table.
Clancy from Midnight Gospel, Geralt of Riva from The Witcher, Leon Kennedy, and some comic relief character.
This is a nightmare blunt rotation of characters, but it's surprisingly very funny. I give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Rain Man, Eddie Valiant, Robin, and Tim Dice.
Based. Very based character selection. I like a lot. 9 out of 10.
Trevor, Mario, Pac-Man, and Luigi.
I think I specified it had to be from 4 different franchises. Gonna have to dock some points for that one. 5 out of 10.
Jotaro Kuho, Johnny Sins, Avatar On, and Jeff Goldblum.
4 out of 10, and that's me being generous.
The King in Yellow, Odysseus, Khonshu, and Shrimp.
What the fuck is this character selection? You might as well complete the collection and make Cthulhu the dealer. 1 out of 10.
Ryuji from Persona 5, Inazuma from Demon Slayer, Light Yagami from Death Note, and Power from Chainsaw Man.
This is like a weeaboo's wet dream. But it is one of the more creative ones, so you know what, I'll give you some leeway and give you a solid 7 out of 10. And you know, just for funsies, I also asked this question to my dear friend Cheery Supernova, and she gave me the following characters. 2D from Gorillaz, Boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin', Ghost from Hollow Knights, and Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. Very fitting. Well, those are all the suggestions I have for today. Feel free to leave your own character selection in the comments down below, and who knows, maybe I'll make a second video. I really do like Poker Night at the Inventory, and theorizing about which characters could be in the third one is always a good conversation starter. So you just let me know what you think. Alright, well, that's the end to this video. I don't really have a conclusion. It's just gonna keep going until, the video abruptly ends or something.